Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Daniela Wallen, who led the Stars to the NAIA Championship and was named the NAIA Tournament Most Valuable Player. And Daniela, how does it feel to be a national champion?
Well, I can't describe the feels that you have being a national champion. That's what we're looking for. We made it, so it's great. I got no words.
Take us through the championship game against Lewis Clark State. What were the keys to that win?
Well, I think the key was the defense that we have, the rebound, that house coach say, the rebound all the balls. And I think, yeah, the play defense we are long, we are big, so we can play zone, we can play man, and that was the key.
Daniela Galindo came up with a buzzer beater against Montana Western in one of the early round games. What kind of confidence did that give the team moving forward in the tournament after that shot?
Well, we know that she made all the shots that she shoot, so I think she's a good player, and we just was ready to that shot to celebrate because we knew she gonna make it. So we just, yeah, we was ready. Yes.
How about the conference tournament? 2 games here, or actually all 3 games here at Abe Lemons Arena. What was the conference tournament like, and how did that help you for the national tournament?
I can say that, yeah, we were focused. We played together all the season, all this tournament, all the national tournament. So the confidence that we have is just for us. And I just can say that.
Early on in the year, you guys played exhibition games at Texas A&M and at the University of Oklahoma as well. How did those games help you for the regular season, playing against that tough of competition?
Well, that really helped us because they are NCAA players and they good enough, and yeah, it was great experience for us to take the season to start, and yeah, we can see how good we are because they good, so we play against them, and I thought we were gonna lose by 50 or 40, but no, just we play hard, we play together, and that's make us to be better.
What memories will you take away from your time here at OCU?
Well, the memories, well, everything, everything. I just want to say thank you to the OCU fans and my coach and my teammates because they treat me good, and everything. I going to remember everything. So, yeah.
Specifically with your teammates, what kind of memories will you take away, and what will you remember about your teammates here at OCU?
The together that we are, and the happy that we feel when we are together. So I really love my team. The ladies are good enough. So yeah.
All right, talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Daniela Wallen, and coming up next on the OCU Athletics Update, we'll talk to the women's basketball coach, Bo Overton.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at NAIA.org.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to women's basketball coach Bo Overton, who, as you can see, led the Stars to their 9th national championship recently. And Coach, you said that your team's defense propelled you onto the national championship. So tell us, what were the keys to the performance in winning 5 games in 7 days in that tournament?
Well, I think that any time you get into a tournament like this, all the little things matter. And I thought our team did a great job of executing all those little things. Out of bounds plays on offense, defense, transition defense, and then just the simple thing of keeping people in front of us. And I thought everybody bought in and just really focused and did a great job for the 5 days.
That's a grind, winning 5 games in 7 days. How did you guys handle your schedule and kind of keep yourself fresh physically for those games?
I always thought that our players do a great job of taking care of themselves, whether it's in the weight room or nutrition-wise. And I thought you could really tell it in those 5 days because there was every game was contested. We had close games all the way to the end. I thought some of our players had to play 35, 40 minutes, and so that's just a testament to them of how well they take care of themselves and how tough they are.
I don't know that I could get all the way through Daniela Wallen's accolades without taking a water break. What kind of legacy is she going to leave here at OCU?
It's no question, one of the top 2 or 3 players to ever come through here. And you can look at her numbers. You can look at the awards she's received. There's been 2 other players be Player of the Year in the country. So she's up there with them, and because of that, this will be one of the best teams to ever play here.
Daniela Galindo, also a big tournament for you as well, including a buzzer beater against Montana Western. Take us through that game and the play that led up to Galindo's buzzer beater.
Well, I think that first of all, in that game, that we had a hard time. Somebody said we had a hard time guarding them. Well, it wasn't so much we had a hard. It was just that's how good they were. That's how good a team they were. They were very skilled. They could all shoot it, and they executed and performed very well. And I thought that was one of those games where we were going to have to outscore them. We were going to have to make sure we were getting the ball in the basket because this team was very good. What's funny is you go back to halftime when Mariana Duran threw in the 60-footer for 3 points. If we don't have those points, we're not getting there. And so then you get to the end of the game, and it was really interesting because during that, we were up 1 and they had the ball, and they called a little touch foul going to the basket. And I really felt okay because we had 7 seconds left, so at least I knew now we were going to be the last one with the ball, and they hadn't really stopped us. So we called timeout, advanced the ball, and we called a play that works against man and zone because you don't know, they might switch, and sure enough, they did switch and go to a zone. And I thought, I thought all 5 players performed and executed perfectly because. When the ball came in to Mariana, she had to make a read, and she made the perfect read, which was throw it back to Allison. Allison made the perfect read because Brooke wasn't open, and Daniela Galindo was so. And then Daniela Galindo, faked the girl running at her, which gave her an open shot. So as you can see, all 5 players on that floor had a job to do, and they did it, and that's how we got through that game.
Tell us about your group of seniors this year, including a lot of them are your first recruits here at OCU.
Well, you can go, Allison Fry, what a career, her 2 years here she had, just a weapon for us. Got injured early this year, which then she was able to come off the bench for us, which made us a better team because when you can have a senior with that experience and that can shoot the ball coming off the bench, made us better. Leah Cheney played 40 minutes a game last year at point guard for us. For her to be able to come off the bench and give Daniela breaks as a senior experience, it's just very unique to have that. And then, you have Janae Haig, who one of the first, players we signed, and just an all-round player and our leader, off the floor, on the floor, whatever we needed done, she was able to do. So, Janae Haig, a player that, if she was on any other team, probably would average 15, 16 points a game, but just played her role perfectly, whether it was playing outside, inside, could play every position on the floor. Just a unbelievable 2 years here. And then, Mariana Duran, who only got to play, in the playoffs last year, and then she had a full year this year, one of the best point guards in the country. And she's one of those players that, if we didn't have Daniela Galindo or Daniela Wallen or Brooke or, these other good players, she's a player that could average 18, 20 points a game. And I felt like she just fell right into her role, had a great assist to turnover ratio, just a great year by her. And then, then you have Daniela Wallen, the player of the year in the country, and just, led us in everything. And going to be a special team that people will remember for a long time.
Talk about the group that you will have coming back next year. 3 starters slated to return with Galindo, Brooke Irwin, and also Nishyla Hammonds, who started as a freshman this year. So how's the future look?
It looks good. Anytime you can bring Daniela Galindo with the way she can score it and her all-round play, our size inside with Brooke and Alexis. And then, Nishyla Hammonds gets better every day. And I'm really looking forward to her summer in the weight room, her summer playing, getting her back next fall, because she's only scratched, I think, what she can do. And she had a great year this year. So really looking forward to seeing them. Really looking forward to watching Joanna Bethard, her getting stronger, her experience from this year. I think she's going to be a player that can get the ball in the basket. Just getting her some experience and getting her on the floor. We've got Stephanie Mitchell coming back off of an injury. Looking forward to seeing what she can do. Tori Shanbor, I thought, was one of those players that came in early and she worked so hard and got better and better every week, every month. And so looking forward to watching her play and seeing how much better she can get. Just really looking forward to the new players coming in and fitting with them and trying to go get another one of these.
How did winning the conference tournament springboard you into the national tournament, kind of prepare you for that grind?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt that helps. When you have 3 games in that short amount of time, your practices, you have to gear down for that. And then it just kind of prepares you for that tournament. And what a lot of people don't realize, our league is very good. When you throw Wayland in there, you got to play them 2 or 3 times a year. You play them in the tournament probably also. When you throw John Brown, who got to the tournament, won their first game. I think MACU's an up-and-coming team. Really like what SAGU does and Texas Western. So our league is a very, very good league to prepare you for that tournament, and I thought that's what it did this year.
National tournament was in a new city this year in Billings, Montana. So what kind of reception was there for the tournament in Billings?
I can't say enough about. I know we won it and all that, but I can't say enough about how they treated these players and the teams and the fans. We had parents come up there that just treated everybody great. We had great crowds. I think there was 3,000 to 4,000 at our finals game. There was always a good atmosphere, a lot of volunteers helping. Every restaurant we went into, or we went to a school, everybody just knew we were coming and were just excited to see us. And I thought Billings couldn't have put on a better tournament.
Tell us about the team camp that you're going to host in June.
Well, we did this last summer. We have a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of the local schools will come here and play games for 3 days, and a lot of our friends that are coaches. And the unique thing about it is that we have some teams from Texas and Kansas, and where these teams don't, because you don't want to, the teams you play during the season, you don't want to play them in the summer also. So I think it's a unique time to see a team from Texas, see a team from see some different players and different coaching styles, and it's a very unique thing. It's a lot of fun. Our players are around and getting to hang out with these high school kids, and it's good to see. Always good to see them, and we have a great time with it.
You're from Oklahoma, so you've been familiar with OCU basically your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite quote or story about Abe Lemons that comes to mind?
There's so many, and I was lucky enough to be around him some with my father, and you hear all the stuff about Madison Square Garden, and there's just so many. I mean, I can't even think of one, but he was such a great coach, and that's what people don't realize is they think about all the things you see in the paper, but he was a great coach. Great with people, great on the floor, and he's all over this place. So he's really fun to be able to look back and see those things and have that with OCU.
All right, talking to women's basketball coach Bo Overton, who just led the Stars to their 9th NAIA championship.